All right, First Kings chapter 3. And Solomon made a fishery with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her to brought her to the city of David, until he had made an end of building his own house, and the house of the Lord, the wall of Jerusalem round about. Only the people sufficed in high places, because there was no house built unto the name of the Lord until the days. And Solomon loved the Lord, walked in the statute of David his father. Only he sacrificed and burnt incense in high places, and the king went to Gihon the sacrifice they, for there was that was the great high place of thousands burnt offering did Solomon of the burnt of fir upon the altar. In the Gershon the Lord appeared in Simon in a dream by night, and God said, "Ask what I shall give thee." And Solomon said, "Thou hast showed unto thy servant David my father give great mercy, according as he walked before thee in true and in righteousness and uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne, as it is this day. And now, O Lord my God, thou hast thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know now how to go out or come in, and thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people, and that cannot be numbered nor continued for multiple. Give thy therefore a servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may dissent between and good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great people? And the speech pleased the Lord, and the Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thy enemies, but hast asked for thy understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to the word. Lo, I have given thee in a heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hadst not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any more amount the kings like unto thee all the days. And that if thou wilt walk in my way to keep my statutes and commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. And Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream, and it come to Jerusalem, and stood before the ark, the covenant of the Lord, and offered up burnt offering, and offered peace offering and made feast to all his servants. Then came the two women that were heralds unto the king, and stood before him. And the one woman said, O my lord, I and this woman dwell in one house, and I was delivered on the children which her in the house. And it came to pass the third day after that I was delivered, that was this woman was delivered also, and were together. There was no stranger with us in the house, save we to the house. And this woman's child died in the night, because she overlaid it. And she arose at midnight, and took my son from beside me, and while thy bondman slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dead child in my bosom. And when I arose in the morning to give my child suck, behold, it was dead. But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear. And the other woman said, Nay, but the living is my son, and the dead is thy son. And this said, No, but the dead is thy son, and the living is my son. Thus they spoke before the king. Then said the king, The one saith, This is my son that liveth, and thy son is the dead. And the other said, Nay, but the son is dead, and my son is the living. And the king said, Bring me a sword. And they brought a sword before the king. And the king said, Divide the living child in two, and give half to the one and half to the other. Then spoke the woman whose the living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son. And she said, O my lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. But the other said, Let it be neither mine nor thy, but divide it. Then the king answered and said, Give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. She is the mother, therefore. And all Israel heard of the judgment which the king had judged, and thou feared the king of thy soul, and that was wisdom of God was in him to do judgment.